We are now live. Okay, so today's live, I'm going to talk about all of the June themes. So I'm really excited about this. Back in beginning of January, end of December, I pulled for the collective for the entire year. And so every month, the beginning of the month, I share what is the theme instead of like bombarding you back in January about the whole year. So there was 3 cards from 3 different decks that I pulled. So the first card is from the Rider-Waite, and then that's like the main theme, and then the other 2 are like still themes of the month, but like kind of explaining a little bit more of what's happening. So we from the other deck, the Light Seers Tarot, and then also with the Animal Spirit deck. And then I'm also going to talk about a little bit about some astrological events that are happening this month and what you can foresee coming, just because it's fun to talk about this stuff and I love it. Okay, all right, so let's get this started. I can't wait until I'm able to get the Wi-Fi more inside, and so I can like position the camera better. Yeah, so something bit me. Look at this. Yeah. It's still itchy. And swollen. It's not as red, but that's because I'm not scratching it. So I'm really trying not to scratch it right now. This is day 2, so hopefully by tomorrow it'll go down. I don't know. Anyways. Okay, so June themes. Okay, so what can you expect in June? So the cards that we got, major theme, 8 of Cups, alongside with the 3 of Pentacles reverse with the Bat. So very interesting themes this month, especially what we're coming out of. So this month you're like officially walking away. Like you've walked away, or you are going to be walking away of the old patterns, the old limiting beliefs. Like you've done the inner work from this past month with like between the eclipses and like full moon in Scorpio, Mercury retrograde. You've gone in and you've done like a lot of work. Like that was like kind of wrapping up like everything from the winter, all the work that you've done all winter, and it's like it's done. It's done. And so that is basically what that 8 of Cups is saying, is that like you're moving forward. It's done. And the Bat is saying the same thing. This is like rebirth. Just like it's like the rebirth part, like just after the death. And so there might be some hesitation. There might be some discomfort of like, oh, like this feels new. This feels weird. Like your footing is you're not fully grounded into this new version of yourself. And the Bat is saying, oh, it's okay. Just like the light is there. The light at that end of the tunnel is there. Just keep going. No need to look back. You've walked away. The work is done. That part of the work is done. And so, me, like kind of like being around other people right now, see why that is. So 3 of Pentacles, because it's reversed. So it's kind of saying to me, like, there's something like that is iffy. Like 3 of Pentacles usually like upright. It's like learning, collaboration, all that. Jazz. And like reverse is kind of saying like there's something that is missing here. There's some hesitation in collaboration. There's some hesitation on working together. And so why is that hesitation? Is there this fear of competition, this fear that you're not good enough? Or is there some giant high 5 of communication? Like Mercury retrograde is over. So that communication part, that's done. Okay, so if there was anything iffy there, like put that aside. But then like what else has popped up? Like, why do you feel like you can't speak your truth? We are in Gemini season, and Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So Gemini is all about communication, connection, friendships. And so if there is something that is a little iffy, and maybe it's because there is this unwobbly like territory right now of you coming into this newer version of yourself that you're not sure like how to step in. Tap in, get curious and see what that says. Maybe do a throat chakra meditation. And see what comes up and why. Event. Mercury retrograde ended yesterday. Woo! Yay! Done. Today we started Saturn retrograde, and then Neptune retrograde is on June 28th. We got the full moon June 14th. We got summer solstice. Next one is Neptune retrograde, which starts June 28th, so it's at the end of the month, and this one goes until December 3rd. The themes of this won't be like prominently affected during our day-to-day, but it's still going to be around, so it is going to be very much like the rose-colored glasses are going to be taken. Taken off type of thing, and we are going to be tapping into more into our intuition and straightening our intuition, which I think that's going to be really, really powerful. On June 14th, you're going to see this full moon. It's a super moon in Sagittarius, so this is the last full moon of spring season, and Sagittarius is all about like adventure, travel, but also truth seeking. So full moon is normally times where, like hidden things come to surface so that we can release and let go. And so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of truth that comes up around this full moon. And also this full moon is telling us to embrace spontaneity. Like, so be spontaneous. Like, summer months are coming. It's summer, fun times. And so be spontaneous. So do things that normally you wouldn't do. Do things that light you up and that you're just like, oh, this is fun. And then June 21st is when Cancer season starts. So it's a water sign. So it is, a Cancer is all about emotions. So very like, be tapping into our emotions, but it's also about home and family life as well. So this is where you see people like having gatherings and like having people over in their home and like barbecues and those kind of things. Okay, sorry, I got the low battery thing going. Then June 29th. Okay, so June 29th is the new moon in Cancer. So that's going to be at the end of the month. And that one's going to be an emotional one because Cancer is an emotional sign. So, yeah, so if you are emotional that day, then ride those emotions. So yeah, so that is basically June's themes in a nutshell. And if you like this video, please like, share, or comment. That's it. That's day 1, 2, 3. I'll see you tomorrow.